All right, welcome everyone with Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we're here for
BoJack Horseman, Season 3, Episode 6. Diane, just avoid police officers because you've done the illegal thing of littering.
Right, yes.
Maybe.
So dangerous, yes.
Yeah.
Yes. BoJack's crashing a wedding and trying to just improve his general likability. He does the opposite. But yeah, Carolyn and Diane, meanwhile, struggle with their individual personal dynamics.
Yep.
And end up coming out better for them, despite the struggling. Which is good,
yes.
because, they need some wins every once in a while.
They do. Although the fact that, Diane is now pregnant when, the D word was getting thrown around by Mr. Peanut Butter, that's, yeah, that could be interesting.
That could be very interesting.
Yep.
They go, oh.
Yeah.
There could be some lying potentially in here. There could be
all sorts of things.
Bunch of things.
But I mean, hey, who doesn't love puppies?
Yeah, we don't know what will be the result of this.
Yep. I'm very curious to see what the show decides to do.
I mean, do you prefer puppies or babies?
Well, if you do babies, okay, the real problem would be is if it was a litter of babies.
Right. That
would be the real problem.
Right, you get 7 babies in a row.
Yeah, that would be a bit much.
Diane just fully engorged to levels unknown.
Yeah, like if she had a litter of puppies, she would definitely need to do bottle feeding because she only's got the 2 tatas. But yeah, that'd be interesting.
I like how you're thinking practically here. I was just thinking about which is cuter.
Oh. I kind of want the show to do a litter of puppies. I think that would be hilarious.
I think that would be kind of funny.
Yeah,
I think also the idea of Mr. Peanut Butter enthusiastically raising them, knowing all their names perfectly, and Diane being like...
Yeah, it would totally add to Diane's whole frazzled state of sure, I could be a mother. Oh.
Yeah, it could be a whole other thing. But y'all, without further ado, let's get into this.
So, we have some options.
Yeah, a lot of options to discuss. Of course, but that's not what this is about. We always agreed we didn't want kids,
A
unless...
streetwise but soulful teen needed somewhere to live as he waited for his Juilliard audition.
Are you...
It's not about me. There's no I in uterus. There's only us. And you. And another you. But that's the you that's in us, so I already said that you. The point is, I'm going to be here for you.
I love it.
24/7. 247%. That's how there for you I'll be.
Let's just both say what we want at the same time.
No!
On 3.
Okay.
1, 2...
On 3 or after 3?
How could I say it on 3? I'll be saying 3.
Okay.
1, 2...
Stops the car.
3. Abortion.
Get an abortion. Oh no, we said different things.
You said the same thing.
But the phrasing was different.
Right, yeah.
The nominees for Best Actor in a Motion Picture or Vine are...
Wow.
Derman for Midnight Hole.
Derman, yeah,
Brad
of course.
Pitt for City of AIDS.
Yes.
Lerner de Carpicorn.
Well, it's not Libernerdige.
For the Nazi who played Yahtzee. And BoJack Horseman for Secretariat.
Jeez, what's up your butt tonight?
You really want to know?
Yes, I would seriously like to know what crawled up your butt, made a little home for itself in your butt, started a family, lived a fruitful life, and then died up your butt.
I'm getting an abortion.
Whoa, that takes me back. I had more than my share of abortions in the 90s. Well, I didn't get them. I paid for them. Gee, I really hope all those women actually got the abortions and didn't just keep my money.
Because her account just tweeted out to 40 million followers, I'm getting an abortion.
What? No, she... Oh, balls.
The tweet heard round the world.
Taylor Swift just tweeted that you were brave. Nicki Minaj tweeted at you a face with heart eyes. And BuzzFeed just posted a list of top 15 celebrities who should have had abortions like Sextina.
Oh my
You're
God.
trending like crazy.
I'm trending?
Oh my gosh.
Maybe I am getting an abortion?
Well, no, because you're not.
Yeah, but if you did, this would make you a cultural icon.
Glasses, you're unfired.
Yeah.
Getting an abortion. If I can make one woman feel a little less alone, then it's all worth it, right? And if I can make a
Yeah.
million women buy my album, then
Right.
it's definitely all worth
As
it.
definitely. Ka-ching! Yeah.
Also, before your procedure, you'll need to watch 20 hours of cute puppy videos as Sarah McLachlan's I Will Remember You plays softly.
Don't worry, Diane. I will watch the cute puppy videos for you.
It's only because they're
sacrifice I don't
puppies.
make.
Yeah.
She
If
has
they were
to watch
humans, it'd be
videos.
fine,
Don't worry,
you know.
Diane. We will watch the
Yeah.
cute puppy videos together.
No, she has to watch them alone.
And I have some terrible news.
One thing that isn't being aborted, the road to Oscar. The Leonard Maltin Award.
Wow.
Trophies to all the performances this year that Leonard Maltin thought were pretty good.
Wow. Yep.
And the Malty for Pretty Good Actor goes to Brad Poot.
Well, yep. It's at the same hotel, same type of party.
Loser, so I have to drown my sorrows in scotch.
Hey, George. My name's Todd, and my friend Keith sleeps on your couch.
Oh, you know Keith?
Oh.
To clean up his shit.
Oh, that is so...
What?
Hey, Todd, why don't you do the grown-ups a favor and go find your own shadow?
It was here a second ago.
Oh my gosh.
I loved you.
So, let me get
All
this
right.
straight, Sextina. Someone put a baby in your belly, and now you're like, auga. Is there an undo button around here? Lego my prego.
What?
Right, that is exactly correct, Orion. But I am very excited for this opportunity to put a face
I love
on
the
this important
turn.
issue.
towards
Yeah,
the
yeah.
camera.
1 out of 3 women will have an abortion in her life. No, stop.
Stop the tape.
Glasses, you did this. You empowered me to tell my story. Look, when you get an abortion, you can express yourself however you want. But this is about my body and my choices. And my choice is to be a totally insane badass.
I am getting an abortion. You're not even really pregnant.
Oh my
This is
god.
business.
But has the concept of women having choices gone too far?
Oh my god. Yep.
This is not just a woman's issue. I'm a man, but if I got pregnant,
Reginald Van
would my
Goodall.
life
What
on
about the
hold
boys?
for a child I didn't want? Yes, I would. And I can say that with confidence because I will never have to make that decision, so I'm unbiased.
Does this video glamorize abortion?
Oh, shit.
What's that, driver?
I said, Auschwitz. You're the Nazi who played Yahtzee.
Right, well, anyway. We're going to the AOL, Time Warner, PepsiCo, Viacom, Halliburton, Skynet, Toyota, Trader Joe's Auditorium.
Yes. Nice little callback.
Hey, yes, ma'am. Here I go. Driving
9 out of 10. You're the 1 out of 10.
You can just drive. Chop, chop.
Okay.
Damn. And she knows it's BoJack probably. Oh!
Actually, that's the gun sounds from the song.
Do you mean brap brap pew pew?
Yeah, that's what I did. Ka-chow, kapow,
That's not what a gun sounds like.
parow, chow, kapow, ka-ka-ka.
Can everyone please
I-
stop making gun sounds?
Yeah!
It's really freaking me out.
Hi, I'm Orion's...
Ah!
Okay, we're here finally. Get out.
Oh, can we make one more stop? I just remembered we left my wife back at the house. Can we go back?
He's pranking BoJack. Yeah.
Enough. I'm not your driver. It is I, BoJack. Ugh.
Oh, Jack, what are you doing?
Well, I was gonna prank George by hitting him with this bat, but then you got into the car because apparently you are a two-timing liar. All this time, I thought you believed in me. This is why your clients win every year. You represent everyone. It has nothing to do with whether you're a good publicist or not.
Ooh.
Marvelous publicist.
Seems a little convoluted, which is actually a trademark of a great prank. Well played, sir.
Ah!
It's a bad prank. That's my point. Pranks are dumb.
We're late, and I'm not going to keep going round and round with you.
What do you mean we're late? He's the one that's going.
Yeah, he was literally just gonna have you go round and round.
Who fires on a spanakopita?
I do. I just did.
Who's going to set up your press appearances? Your hopeless agent? Your idiot sidekick?
Not your problem. Now get the hell out of my limo, because I gotta pick up a bachelorette party in 30 minutes.
Yes! Yes!
How are you going to have an abortion on live TV when you're not even really having an abortion?
Duh.
Yeah.
We'll just Argo that shit.
What does that mean?
Argo!
A fake abortion. Movie magic, like in Argo.
That is not what happened in Argo.
No!
If we're gonna do this, we gotta be real tasteful.
Yeah, only the best for my abortion.
You don't think this is incredibly disrespectful to the women who actually get abortions?
Not if we do it tasteful.
Diane, this is what the client wants. Stop making it about you.
What
Ah.
about me?
I am so tired of you creating problems.
I'm not
I'm
making-
sorry, you're so fertile and in a sexually active, loving relationship, and now you don't want a family. She wants an abortion? I'm getting her an abortion.
You know this is bullshit.
It's all bullshit, Diane. That's the gig. And you're not good enough at this job to be too good for this job.
I won't be a part of this. We're completely morally bankrupt.
I agree with you. 247%.
I just wrote morally bankrupt on this form.
And you were right to do that. This form is being very nosy right now.
Why did I even take that job?
I love Mr. Peanut Butter
Yeah.
so much. It's so silly.
I gotta take the high road and go on the news and rat those suckers out.
Is that really
Oh.
a good idea?
Don't do
Well,
it.
It is if you think it is, because I am here to support you no matter what. But maybe it isn't the best idea.
16's music makes me feel strong, like I can do anything.
It doesn't offend you? What about the part where she says, I hope and pray to God my little fetus has a soul because I want it to feel pain when I eject it from my hole?
It's a joke. You get that it's a joke, right? Getting an abortion is scary, with all the protesters out front and how you have to listen to the heartbeat and all that. And when you can joke about it, it makes it less scary, you know?
Yeah.
Diane?
Anna?
Oh, damn.
I won't be working with George anymore. I let him know this morning.
Whoa,
At first he thought
really?
I was just doing a really good prank, but eventually I think he understood.
You dropped George.
I dropped all my other clients. You're the underdog. I want to put all my attention on you and get you that Oscar.
So
What?
Nobody else, huh? Good. Just all your hopes and dreams pinned on me. Somehow beating the odds and winning the highest possible accolade in an actor's career? Whoa, Anna, what are you... Oh boy.
It's okay.
Oh.
When you fired me, it was thrilling.
I...
Nobody talks to me like that.
Oh.
It reminded me that I work for you, and I liked that.
Okay.
You're my star, BoJack, my shining star. But don't you ever
Out too tight.
try to screw me again.
Ouch! Oh, please.
Do you understand?
Except what you're gonna do right now.
Good.
Now screw me.
I'll see you tomorrow, bright and early. You have my undivided attention now.
Mostly I just felt old. There were all these teenagers there, 20-somethings.
Yeah.
I know from the outside, it might seem like I should be ready for kids, but I can't.
Diane, you don't need to explain anything to anyone.
I've been having a lot of sex, you know, because I'm a sexual creature, and dolphins do have sex for pleasure, and I just found out I got knocked up for real.
What?
And I think I want to keep it, but that might be a little confusing to my fans, since they just saw me get the old scoopity-doopity.
Okay, we're gonna handle this.
First thing is, we gotta get her out of town before she starts to show.
Yeah, we'll send her to that farm where celebrities go to disappear, where Chad Michael Murray and Thora Birch went.
We can film a bunch of music videos now.
Hey, she's in the job now.
Yeah.
Seems like she's still around.
Then when she comes back, we'll say she adopted a baby.
Oh, people are going to love that.
Yeah, everyone loves a baby.
Wow.
Holy shit. Holy shit. Wow. Brrap, brrap.
The bit of the no, that's not what a gun sounds like. I felt that.
I felt that
like-
in my soul.
No, guns are like pew pew. No.
No, it's more like...
No, it's more like bah, 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 bah.
Yeah.
No. Oh my
All
god.
right, well, that was an episode.
That was incredible.
Yeah, that was wonderful.
Leave it to BoJack. Like
yeah.
This
like obviously there's the little Oscar main plot thing going on here, which is cool because now we have some really creepy, not very good for work. No, okay, that's a crime. She is assaulting you, BoJack. That is not cool. Yeah, fire this publicist. Like fire this publicist.
Yeah, I mean, Yeah.
This is not going to go well.
Well, and
what do you really want? Yeah.
What I love is that this also throws into this promotion throws into sharp relief that which happened a while ago. The journalist that you said something in front of that you shouldn't have, and she was listening, and then suddenly, oh, that's not a problem anymore. Like that was when she was working for other people. Like that. Like
Yep. Great point.
But this will be fun. This will be fun because a lot of shit's gonna happen as a result of this, and I am very excited to see
She's
that.
Probably very much in bed with the embassy one at a time with Skynet, whatever.
Oh yeah.
Super mega conglomerate group. So.
Yep. So okay.
Be careful, BoJack.
Yeah, be careful, BoJack. Maybe wear a steel cod piece from now on.
Or no, just get security and take photos. Take lots of photos. like really. Like you.
Cameras everywhere in your apartment.
Cameras everywhere. Like this is scary.
This will be interesting.
She feels that powerful to just do that.
Yeah. But now, Diane and Sextina Aquafina.
I love her character being brought back because she was wonderful when she was in the show earlier. But now using this as a way to focus on abortion is like, oh my gosh, this is so perfect.
That was absolutely fantastic. I loved that it happened so unnecessarily because Diane was so fucking frazzled.
Yeah.
Because of all the work that she's been doing and because of all this stuff.
Text-to-speech thing on and...
Yeah, exactly, right, and it's just, I'm sending all these messages while BoJack's bothering me, and then suddenly, oh shit, that was an absolute delight, and I feel like it brought some wonderful sides out of these characters. Like, just Mr. Peanut Butter alone is worth the price of admission, I feel like, and yet we got more.
Right. Mr. Peanut Butter basically reflected the joke of basically that when it's a women's rights issue, men should shut up and just, basically not do anything. And so his joke is that he's so supportive that he literally doesn't even help when he kind of needs to help a little bit, Well, and that's why I thought was so funny.
And then there's the point where even like Dan's like, I'm gonna tell everybody. He's like,
oh, that's my point. Is that
I 247% support you, but maybe, just
right.
Maybe this isn't the best thing.
That's the point. Is that it got so bad that it got all the way to the point where he's like, I actually have to say something.
I have to say something. This is bad.
Yeah. No.
Oh man.
But the Oscar bit was funny. Having all the guys' names be mixed up. Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yep. That was fantastic.
I was waiting for Happersnatch Cumberbund to come out.
Well, see, he's not quite on the same name, amount where
that's
he
not
would
a
fit
name.
to be there. But if he was there, they absolutely. If that's what they did for Leonardo DiCaprio, what would they have done for Benedict Cumberbatch? Right?
Yeah. Well, whatever they did, they basically had someone speak all their names with a sock in their mouth, and it was just like. Pert. I was like, okay, that's that one. There we go. Yep. And then they're like, yeah, we'll workshop
done.
That one.
Yeah. The bit with the three dudes on the air being like, so. For this very, very hot
diverse panel of old white men.
Old white men in bow ties.
Old white men in bow ties. Yep. What is your insights on this? And then we have the person who's like, as a man, I have a keen insight on how a woman should behave. Right. And then the middle one is like just absolutely just off the rocker. But then the right one is like, he's not even in this conversation.
No.
He's on like some drugs or something. Like what? Maybe a doctor or something.
See, it's the kind of thing where, if I had watched this episode a few years ago, I would have been like, okay, okay, come on.
That's a bit ridiculous.
That's a bit ridiculous. Yeah. No,
it's only so much ridiculous in that the person on the right is probably the dumb, most ridiculous one, but the other ones, no, that's.
But even then, I.
On TV, you've never seen that on TV.
Maybe not on TV, but yeah,
it's usually a bit more layered and oh wait, if you peel back one or two things of this, you go, okay, stupid.
I'll just say it's the kind of shit that can leave people's mouths and you would expect them to laugh afterwards like they had made some crazy joke and they don't, and then you're like, wait.
Yes. Yes, it is. Yeah. It is a very disturbing world right now with regards to
the shit that people will believe.
The shit that people
somehow.
will believe, and not just they will believe, but they will passionately believe.
Yeah.
I think that a lot of people can be confidently wrong, a few times, but there's an element of where it's the kind of thing where you actually realize that they know they're wrong,
and they don't give a shit.
And they don't give a shit.
Yeah.
And it's not them trying to prank you.
No.
It's not that.
Yeah.
They're actively like, no, I am combating something in my mind. This specter of a thing that is so dangerous.
It's not some...
I have to create, ghost nukes to fire at them.
Right.
And
it's not like some their parents or their siblings pranked them when they were young, saying like some completely ridiculous thing, and they just happened to have not had it contradicted.
Yeah, this isn't trauma. This isn't some kind of response like that. It's actual psychosis.
It's absolutely whack, and yet
they know.
And yet, right. But just the subject matter of this episode, it's like, okay, yeah, let's discuss the episode. And yet it's talking about this topic that, I have no business really talking about. I don't know what it's like. Even with some of the extreme examples.
Never paid for an abortion.
Yeah,
so
yeah.
I didn't have less to say than BoJack.
I don't even know enough to know which parts of the things are the, oh, hey, this is the cold
practice safe sex.
Dose of reality that we're throwing in amidst all of the ridiculous stuff because you can't necessarily tell the difference versus this is the ridiculous stuff to make an exaggeration to point at something real, right? But yeah, that was the music video with the Brrap Brrap, that
kill
was
that fetus, kill that fetus, kill that fetus. Da, 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 da.
Holy shit, that was
shoot. I want to know what song was it to the beat of, because it's an actual song.
Oh yeah.
And
yeah. I don't know.
Dang it. I have to go and look it up. But either way, it's hilarious. Absolutely stupidly funny. The idea that Diane is kind of the focus character for this episode as we get into
which
another...
makes sense.
Well, right. As we get into another internet kind of outrage issue.
Oh yeah, that she just sort of ends up finding herself embroiled in very easily.
Right.
Yeah.
Now, I will say I actually really liked that Carolyn had this really awkward kind of oh, Carolyn, you slipped there a little bit. Like Carolyn kind of bringing that up in front of Sextina there. That was actually something that I was like, ooh.
As the consummate professional, that is not the kind of thing
that's not how she should act. Now,
and not how she would want to act either.
Right. Yeah. And it's something where I'm like, I actually want to almost go in on it because it feels like, there might be something there that's more than just you're not being a professional, Diane, and you're kind of fucking this up.
Right, because that would
obviously that's the case here.
It 100% makes sense for
it was done to a
Princess Carolyn.
Level.
Well, I mean,
I'm talking about the Diane fucking it up. So then the response of Carolyn then bringing it in from a serious angle,
but
says
also
more to what they're talking about from a writing perspective, not necessarily what the episode is bringing up from the comedy perspective.
Sure, but then also it's from a personal perspective, not from the business perspective, because Carolyn's saying, Diane, shut the fuck up. You're, we're doing something here. You know, that makes sense. But that
totally makes sense.
But it very much had the barbs of the kind of I wish I was in a loving sexual relationship where then it's the question of, do I actually want a family or not? Right.
Right.
Right. And that's something that was not focused on because it kind of makes sense that it would, it might escape as a heated comment, but Princess Carolyn is not going to be thinking about that too much as far as a priority because she's going to be trying to be the consummate professional as always.
She's got work to do.
Yeah, she's got work to do. But that is something
we as the audience, we can zone in on that.
Exactly.
She's revealing in a lot of ways what's going on internally.
Yep.
She probably wants a kid.
Yeah. And that's or at the very least to be able to wonder whether that's something she wants, right?
What that choice would have been like.
Yeah. And there's a part of me that wonders if that might have also been a part of the commentary on abortion with the idea of where you have the people that, if a guy doesn't understand what a woman's going through, that kind of makes sense because they can't. It's shitty because they're not trying to understand her, being like empathetic, you know, and things like that. But they don't. They could not experience it, right? Whereas in the case of, say, Princess Carolyn, she probably hasn't experienced it, but she could. But she is lashing out at Diane because that's something that she wants, and so it's not actually like, you know, could there be situations in the real world where it's not that people have a problem with the fact that you're getting an abortion, they have a problem with something else, and so then that's
just the angle.
You just end up becoming a target, you know? Like, I don't know. It didn't seem like it was framed as an overt commentary bit, but I could see it being that.
I think it is possibly that, but I think it's more of a character moment for
Carolyn.
Yeah. And I still think Carolyn is my favorite character.
Yes.
Even when she's not given that much focus, I very much love her time given.
She is a delight.
And when she can shift from the comedy stuff rather quickly into serious stuff for the sake of not just the plot and the character motivations and stuff, but also kind of revealing a little bit of what's going on internally. I think when people blurt out stuff like that, it actually reveals a lot more about what they really are thinking and feeling, because Carolyn's one of those characters that is never going to really reveal her true feelings, I would say.
Not willingly.
Not willingly, no.
And I think that that's probably something where she didn't even realize she felt that way to that extent.
Maybe, yeah.
And so that's why...
check the animation to see if they kind of displayed a little bit of that point. But
because I feel like if someone blurts out something like that, especially if they're as like close to the chest as Carolyn is, then that means they didn't realize that was a thing they needed to worry about. If they realized it and it became a conscious thing, then they'd guard against it, right?
Oh, she started to drink right at about that point too. Yeah, she was mixing up they're all cooking about the idea about this.
Incredibly disrespectful to the women who actually get abortions.
Not if we do it tasteful.
Diane.
Oh yeah, she's mixing in a bunch of different things.
Making it about you.
I'm not.
Yeah, and then she's like, Diane, this is important. Stop making it about you. And it's like, oh, that's true. Yeah.
I am so tired of you creating problems.
I'm not.
And she said, I'm so tired of you creating problems.
Right, because Diane does. Like, she totally does.
Active, loving relationship, and now you don't want a family. I'm sure that's really hard for you.
Yeah, I'm sorry you're in a fertile state of a sexually active, healthy relationship and you don't want a family. I'm sure that's so hard for you.
Right, like...
Right, she basically just verbalized the ways in which people could trivialize the act of having an abortion in some ways.
Sure, right. And in this situation where... Diane would be someone with a target on her back if people knew that it was actually about her, right? Like Sextina gets a pass on this in a lot of ways because she's a star, right? So she has a lot of people at her beck and call that will stand up for her, right?
Yeah.
Whereas if Diane were to do it, nobody really knows about her, so she'd get all the people that are like, you're terrible, but she wouldn't get a lot of people that would support her.
Right.
Yes. And so Carolyn in this situation, it feels like it's an example of how where... because society sort of makes women feel like they need to be competitive with each other, the idea of like, oh, do you have a family and things like that, that's something where it's like, oh, that makes me jealous and things like that, in more than just I wish I had a family, but like, you have it and I don't, right?
Right.
And then in a situation where otherwise Carolyn probably would have been one of Diane's most staunch supporters, if not for the fact that it's in a professional setting and she's doing all this stuff.
Yeah.
She's not.
Yeah.
But
and thankfully we see by the end of the episode that they're actually working really well together and things are going rather well. And I think that that's probably the biggest redeeming factor of this, is that the women in this story end up really coming together and supporting each other, and actually, like, despite being all utter messes just like the guys and stuff, actually doing really well when they work together. So.
And one of the other things that I thought was kind of interesting is that it felt like it was being paralleled and contrasted against the situation with BoJack's publicist, where in this situation, Diane basically realizes how the fake aspects of something doesn't mean you can't get at something true or something good, right? Even if it's like, you know, the idea
classic
of
storytelling trope,
faking an abortion and filming it, right? And, you know, passing it off as real. And then it's like, oh, wait.
Still could be really educational. Still could
be
inspire a bunch
really
of young
educational.
people.
Yeah, exactly. And then on the flip side of it, you have the, you know, person who is very much, you know, fake and thrives in this world that Carolyn is also in, right? That everybody else is in to a lesser extent or less directly. And she is terrifying. She is scary. And it's like, oh shit, BoJack,
run.
You are not safe right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, she not only came in there and molested him, like assaulted him, she also broke into his home.
Oh yeah.
Now, she might have been given keys as his publicist or something, possibly. I don't know. Or like a entry code.
At the point that you were fired, you're no longer his publicist.
No. She was breaking and entering. She believes she has this much power. She believes she can do this without consequence.
I would actually love to see if it ends up being something where then BoJack at some point has to come forward about this, you know? Because then that could be the angle of like, oh, okay. And now what does it actually look like if a man says, I've been, you know, I've been assaulted by somebody, right? What does that look like?
By a woman, too.
Yeah, by a woman, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of the things that is also very character specific from this is BoJack not only was terrified when she started grabbing him, but he was terrified before that once she started talking about how she's putting all her eggs in one basket.
Which totally makes sense.
Pun
Even
intended. That has some other connotations to it.
Completely separate from the sexual stuff, the expectation side of things.
And it's a woman in a position of power who also sees his career as the way in which she can monetize him and get benefits from him. That sounds very similar to someone else in his past. Then ends up
is very much abusing him and causing harm to him without regard for his own well-being
or his own will, like the way in which she brings this up, and he's not really immediately on board with it.
Nope.
And it's not really until she then like kind of assaults him and starts being like, oh, you want this, don't you? You like this, and it made me feel something. And I'm like, oh, okay, BoJack, I'm looking at you. I'm not looking at what.
Right, exactly.
What are you feeling right now? You need to talk.
Right, because I could have totally seen BoJack have been like, fuck it, let's go. You know, right? Like
no,
but
no,
and for very specific reasons, which you know is not something that he'll feel comfortable about sharing with people, right? So and one of the other things that could be very interesting about this is that if it does end up in a situation where BoJack needs to come forward about this, then that could also cause the situation from the end of season 2 to come forward, right?
Yeah.
And then that like it's something where I absolutely am delighted by this turn of events because it feels like it just adds so much into the story.
Right. Yeah.
And I have no idea where it's going to go, but like, you know, the world is the oyster of the writers at this point, right? Like there's they have so many options.
Yeah.
But
also got to say the jokes surrounding the Planned Parenthood or abortion clinic or wherever it was specifically, I believe they had the PP kind of stuff everywhere.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it was Planned Parenthood.
Planned Parenthood.
Oh, Planned Parenthood. Right, yeah. Exactly. But then they had like all the things in the background there, like, don't eat your baby. Like, PP is a safe surrender space. And then the pre-hatch exams with the feather test. What falls faster, a feather or a bowling ball? Cluck screening. Abnormal results are associated with the increased risk of stuff.
Risks of bad clucks.
Of bad clucks. Yeah, exactly.
Like there were.
God.
I want to hear from anybody who's had an abortion how the jokes from this episode landed for you, because so much of it, it's just like, you know, I don't know enough in order to have a grid for these jokes, right? Other than, okay, they're making these jokes. All right, let's go.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, so many hilarious things in the background to read. And then of course we had the people with the signs out here. And then
they kill puppies.
My favorite one is the babies are fun. Well, she has this angry look on her face. And they have these terrified children hanging off of the mouse with the shrew here.
Yeah.
And then also they kill puppies with the person that says, I believe
in aliens.
With aliens being right there. And it's like, yes.
Well, but also they kill puppies. It's like, literally, yes.
Yes. Oh my God. But yeah, I have to be able to say the Leonardo DiCaprio one. Lerner. DeCarpricorn.
DeCarpricorn. Yeah. Nice.
DeCarpricorn. That was
great.
That was perfect.
Yep.
It's perfect.
And in classic fashion, of those three of the super famous people, Leonardo DiCaprio did not win an award.
Nope. He did not. I want that joke to continue with Mitt Derman.
Oh, right.
Winning.
For famous people, because Mitt Derman. Yeah.
Yeah. But I want Mitt Derman to win like the next one or something like that, and it'd be like it would just see Lerner in the background just going fuck.
No, even better. We could have the lady that's the agent confide in BoJack. Oh, Lerner. He was my he was my 1 out of 10 before you. You know.
Yeah, he's the only one that's ever, failed in that regard. So perfect.
Yeah.
But y'all, thank you so much for watching this episode's reaction and discussion. If you want to see the next episode's reaction and discussion right now, though, go check out the link in the description below for our Patreon. You can get an early access there. You can watch full-length timer reactions there, and all this comes with Discord access, so you can chat with us in the community there about this show, about anime and animated shows in general. And also be sure to check out my Baldur's Gate 3 Let's Play on Twitch. And if any of that interests you, we'll see you there. But until then, we're Semblance of Sanity. I'm Caleb.
I'm Jacob.
And we'll see you all
next time.